everyone, welcome back. I'm Michael Sandler, your host on Inspire Nation. If you've ever wanted to live a truly awesome life, then do we have the 7 steps to inner power show for you. Today I'll be talking with Dr. Tae Yun Kim, martial arts Great Grandmaster, motivational speaker, one of the highest ranking martial artists in the world, the founder and CEO of a leading high-tech Silicon Valley company, and the author of a brilliant new book on transforming your life, 7 Steps to Inner Power. And that's just what I want to talk with her about today, about how to break through to awesome. That, plus we'll talk about charcoals and chili peppers, matchmakers, gotcha, and hot tea, butterflies and watching cocoons, rice wine and moonflowers, cement warehouses and jackrabbits, jumping into frozen ponds and key, learning to swim, and what in the world strong tart lemonade has to do with anything. So welcome to the show, Dr. Kim. Hiya! Are you?
Yes, how to break through the awesome.
Woohoo!
Thank you, Michael.
Are you ready to shine?
I am ready to shine. Yes.
So thank you for joining us, Dr. Kim. Before we dive right into things, can you tell us about being born on a Lunar New Year in Korea?
Yes. You know, there is a Lunar New Year's 1946 in South Korea. That we have a culture 5,000 years of passing on. Girls, please, you supposed to learn how to cook and sew. We're gonna fix you. Husband, you must produce 12 sons. Then your life is all set. That's what we've been told. But when I came and when I was born, my grandmother received me. And the first things she saw me, she said, "Oh my goodness, Kim's family being cursed." You know why, Michael? Because I was not the boy. That means symbolically, boys supposed to have hot pepper size, and the girls supposed to be a charcoal. So she said, "Oh, I cannot put the hot pepper in the doorway to let the whole village know they have amazing grandsons." So I had a name as Curse, Bad Luck, and Shame. And it was my grandfather, when he found out I was not the boy, then he went to the ancestor altar saying it, "What I have done deserve this curse, this bad luck, and shame. No one to carry a Kim's family name." So you can imagine. And the moment I was born and I was being absolutely abandoned, my mother told me in the year 2000 when they were making a documentary of a Korean program, she told me, "When you were born, I know your life is much better. You are not living." So she told me, they pushed me away, not feeding me, hopefully me die. So you see, Michael, when I came to this world, forget about the welcoming me. They say I am not deserved to living. So let me there to die. But whatever reason, the Lord God saying it, "No, you're not going to do to her like that." So my heart still and kicking. She feel so bad. So she pulled back and she started feeding me. But I never have a motherly love or fatherly love. That's how my life is started. You know, traditionally in Korea, when you have a baby, they cook seaweed soup. And that's the first things you're supposed to eat. It's supposed to be purifying and cleansing. Well, my grandmother, grandfather, they all thought they should not, no one should eat that seaweed soup they're considered you're going to be transferred to them is bad luck. So they dumped it a whole seaweed soup. And so that was my first welcoming in this planet. That's where I started. Yes, Michael.
Wow. And if we fast forward, thank you for sharing. Your first 5 years were very tough. You weren't treated well. Your mom wasn't treated well too. And then at age of 5, you were literally, as the war came to your town, to your village, you were literally
Yes.
abandoned.
Yes. During the Korean War, as you know that, Michael, I am 72 years old
It's
right now.
incredible. Incredible.
You know what? I fear my body is a holy temple. I want
Yes.
to let the Lord God really proud of me. I've been told entire life, people telling me you're no good, you're ashamed, you're cursed. So I learning who I am, and I learned to really everything I am with the Lord God. Without Him, Michael, I am nothing. With Him, I am everything. So during the Korean War, they abandoned me. They say it's extra mark defeat, and you don't deserve to be a living. They let me behind, and they're all evacuated. I remember, Michael, there's a sound of the bomb dropping. People was shouting, and I was so scared. I was so scared. I say, Mother, I am so scared. Where are you? And there's nowhere I can find my mother. I could not find anyone. But I remember the relative, the very strong man, grab my wrist. He say, come, shut up, come with me. And he dragging me, and I didn't know where I'm going. And it's just so many people all over everywhere. I remember I was just running much as I can. I'm going. Then I said, my leg was so hurting and I was so scared. And I said, I'm not going to run anymore. I'm going to be stay right here. Then I remember I was looking up the sky. I said, look, I am only 5 years old. I'm scared little girl. Why are you making these dropping things? And that moment, Michael, something happened to me. I call this miracle because girls taller than me and looks like older than me, she came to me, very sweet voice. She said, you can stay here. I will race with you. You have to run as fast as you can. Michael, I never heard somebody talk to me so kindly, nicely. I said, oh my God, she talked to me so lovingly. I said, yes, I follow you. Then she said, I race you. You run fast as you can. I said, okay. Then I remember I was just, my eyes, my being, whole focus on her, not the mother. I wasn't thinking about a mother that moment. Nobody, just only her. And I was just running with her. Then at the moment, I didn't know how long I was running, but I was being shocked by kaboom, everything. I didn't know what was happening. Then anyhow, and I wake up, and the first thing I was looking for her, I said, where are you? Because I didn't even know her name. I said, where are you? Where are you? And I couldn't find her, and I was looking all over. But at the moment, I noticed the village people telling me, you are the cursed bad luck, telling their children, don't play with her. You just go away. And they grabbed some little rocks and pebbles and they tossed me. But I can never be there with them. And those people were in the ground and they're bleeding. And I said I remember, Michael, I said, they say I'm a bad luck, but how come they're bleeding in the ground? I'm standing in here. And I said to myself, wow, it must be really cool luck. I'm saying that one. But anyhow, I was still looking for that girl, and I found her. And I remember I shaking her. Please wake up. I'm sorry, I will run it faster. I thought it was my fault. And her arms cut, blood is all over. It should never wake up, Michael. I was 5 years old. My first experience. The moment I was talking to her, she inspired me. I feel the love, but then she was gone. Even now, I thank for her. Even now, I feel like that was my fault. But that was my experience when I was 5 years old during the Korean War. Yes.
Thank you for sharing. I think I want to ask more about it, but you have been on fire your whole life to inspire and help others. Maybe it was because of her. Maybe it was because of her inspiring you that you have been inspired to help others.
You know, that's right. Entire my life, Michael, my mission, I really want to touch people's heart like how she did it to me. I really want to tell them, let's go run together. Let's go run together. We don't have to be this environment taking over us. We gotta be larger than obstacle and a challenge. We gotta be bigger than obstacle and a challenge. Entire my life, I say, I can do this. I can do. Why not me? I can do this. He can do. She can do. Why not me? Why not me? Yes, I am no, absolutely no. She inspired me that. Yes.
Woo! So, what was the promise or decision you made that day at only 5 years of age?
I said to myself, I am not going to any environment, any condition of pushing me, forcing me, controlling me, hostaging me, eternalizing me. What I learned that any environment I saw in those very terrible conditions that many people can hurt, many people can die, but the Lord God is therefore protecting me. Actually, I didn't even know the God. I just know looking up to sky. And I remember my mother saying that she was used to praying it. And that's what I did it. Because my father, Michael, he was alcoholic. He used to beat me. I'm just a little girl. Then my mother is beating me, telling me that I am a curse because I'm not getting the love from my husband. Because Michael, you need to understand Korean tradition is firstborn. You can never be the girl. You gotta be the boy. But it's not only I was as a girl, but also Lunar New Year's. Not only I was Lunar New Year's, 1 a.m. So that is they're considered a changing time. So they just tell me I am absolutely disaster. And I said to myself, I look at myself, Michael, I'm not really that ugly. I really feeling it, and because we cannot afford to have a mirror, and there's sometimes the ponds water very clear, and I look at it, I say I'm not ugly when I compare myself to the other girls, and but I am not gonna let it robbing me. I'm not gonna let them to forcing me to become like my mother, like my grandmother, because they're telling me only things you can do. You gotta learn how to cook and sew. They're gonna matching me with a husband. I have to produce 12 sons. I don't want to become like that. I don't know what I want, but I know definitely I don't want to be like them.
At 7, you started to discover what you do want when you saw your uncles practicing martial arts.
Yes, Micah. My grandmother have 10 children. So I have 8 uncles. Afterward, my mother, father put me at my grandparents' house because they don't want to be shamed anymore. And not only that, at that time, I didn't write about this in my book. My father have another woman, so supposed to produce the son to next room. You know what? She never got a boy either or an old girl. But anyhow, they put me in my grandparents' house. I have 8 uncles. Every morning, I wake up, the sound of "Ada! Uy, ah!" You know, I say, what is that? I remembered we have a rice paper. I opened the rice paper
Yep.
and I'm looking at, that looks amazing. That looks so just amazing to me. And I said to myself, that's what I'm going to do. So I asked my uncle, please teach me. Please teach me. And the uncle laughing after me. You girl, you're supposed to learn how to cooking, so you're lucky enough somebody pick you and as wife, your life is all set. You know what, Michael? I don't care what they say. And I am not going to be like my mother, my grandmother, like the rest of the village women. I'm going to be, that's what I'm going to do. And that's what I very consistency. You know, Michael, I really want to tell the audience and people, you have your goal. Don't let anybody clip your wing. Don't let anybody rob your dreams. I was so focused. I was so determined. So one uncle said, okay, I show you a few movements, few techniques. I'm sure you will not last a bit, not even a week. Michael, that uncle was wrong. I'm still here. 72, I'm still kicking.
Woohoo!
Yahoo! Yes. From that, that's what I learned. For next story is that my grandfather, everybody thought, oh my God, we got a tomboy for curse and bad luck and shame. Now we got a tomboy because I have to wear cannot wear skirt. I have to wear the pants, hide my bruise. And my grandfather bring the matchmaker. And one day, and I saw my grandfather with a stranger woman, and they're meeting in each other because that cannot happen in my culture. It's man doesn't meet with the woman. And I say immediately, I said, there must be something about me. So I was kind of really waiting, and they keep glancing me. I said, I think they really try to do something. So my grandfather said, serve the tea, hot tea. Well, I said, this is my chance, Michael. So what I did, I boil hard as I can to that water and make a tea. You see, in my culture, Michael, you're not supposed to give eye contact. In America, if you don't give eye contact, that is no good. But everything was different. So anyhow, looking down, I brought the hot tea and I served to her. Then what I did it, I dumped my hot tea in her lap purposely. You know why I did that one? Because I don't want her to like me. I don't want she will think that my grandfather private her, paying a lot of money. I don't want that. So I just dumped on her. She was so not happy with me. She get up shouting. She said, I don't care how much money you pay me. I'm not going to find her husband because she will never fit to be any husband, wife. So I say, yeah, because that was my strategy. It worked. So I learned to listening to my silent master. And that is mean that I learned to listening to really from the what is heaven was offering me. That's what I started in a martial art. And after that, Michael, my grandfather wanted to put me the way of Buddha temple or become either monks or just kind of serving them. So one day, I was 8 years old. My grandfather talking to Buddha monks. Then again, he glancing me. I said, again, I bet you they're talking about me. Then it's Buddha monks motioning me, asking me to come close to him. You know what, Michael? And I was so scared, but I went to walking towards to him, and he said, look at me. See, I've been taught to never look. So I couldn't look at him. Then he put his hand, he said, look at me. Then he said, don't you want to get married? I said, no, sir. Don't you want to become a wife? No, sir. Then what do you like to becoming? Well, I like to become a teacher. Teacher? What the possibly you think you can teach? Well, I like teaching in a martial art. Martial art? You girl, you're not supposed to do that. I said, sir, I don't know what is that mean, being a girl or being a boy. All I know, my heart, I want to teach martial art. Then he take a deep breath and he look at me. He say, you know what? You are very unique, very special. I'm going to teach you. That's right. He taught me that he broke 5,000 years tradition. I broke 5,000 year tradition. Break through the awesome. That's where I learned it's called key energy. That's right where I am today, Michael.
Woohoo! And the monk put himself at risk out there because he was no longer welcome, if I understand.
Oh, no, he was completely abandoned by village people. So let me tell you, so maybe those people don't understand. At that time, our country is very poor. Our annually about income, lucky if about $90, $99. If you go to in the Korean history, that you will find that one. So you can imagine, I was eating, the people were collecting to give the pig food. Myself, my sister, we were eating the pig food. We were so hungry. So just giving you that a picture, very, poor in our country. So in a months, they go to every household, they blessing each household. Then they bring the rice and they bring the barley, the beans like that, or potato, sweet potato, so they can eat. And that's what kind of they survive. Well, all the village people, they'll abandon him. So he really have to go to next village, so he can survive. But he was very old, I don't know, because our culture, we never ask how old. Even now, I no idea how old he was. All I know, he was old as like my grandfather. Yes, that's what he was abandoned. But he was very determined to really teaching me. And when I have to go, when he have to build it himself, he was pretty much kicked out of the temple, and he had to build that hut and by himself. And I have to go there and I have to learn. And I think I can never have a conversation with him, but in my mind, I think that he really believed that something he want to leave a legacy. He really seen me something I am today. Like today, I'm gonna talking to you, Michael. Something he really believed that I can really make a difference. And I think that's where he sacrificed and himself broke the 5,000 years tradition. And that's what he taught me. Yes, Michael.
So it is amazing how you didn't give up too. If I understood, like you said, you wore the pants to kind of hide the bruises. You would go home, you would have martial arts training, get bruises, and go home and get beaten by your mom, and you learned how to flip a negative into a positive.
Yes. All I'm saying, excuse me, I said, they do not know. They did not know who I am. Whatever they say, no, no, no. Whatever they tell me, I'm a no good, and I put myself in replace, yes, yes, yes. And when they say, you are the shame, you are ugly, and I say, I am a beautiful, and I can make a difference. I'm not a wrong. I'm going to say, be an original. Don't be a copy. I'm not going to be my mom. I'm not going to be any of them. I am going to be, no matter what the language, I mean, they're swearing at me. No matter what they say, I say to myself, I am a beautiful, and they did not love me. So you know what, Michael, I did? I learned to loving who I am. I learned to embrace myself. I learned to focus myself. I did not have any role model because I have a role model for my master, but no any other woman was there. So I learned to what he telling me, and I can do this. I am a very special and unique. That's what I learned to replace with all that negative comment, all the telling me I'm a useless, I am a worthless, whatever they say. I took that in and I used for my fertilizer for I can stand up. And I say to them, thank you very much. You motivating me. You energizing me. I said, thank you. He said, I must be really special. Why they work so hard trying to break me down? That's what I said that, Michael. Yes.
Woohoo! I have behind me the picture of wild daisies because your brother called you a wild daisy, and that really is what you are.
You know, my brother, he's 2 years younger than me. Very big and tall. You see, Michael, I'm only 4'11". I'm 100 pounds. But then I don't think, I don't know how many pounds, I was a small girl. My father beating me all the time, get drunk. So my brother, he was middle in me and my father. He said, Father, you cannot do this. So he blocked him and he sort of like a push my father. And my father punched him and my brother punched back to him. My culture, you can never ever do that. Well, anyhow, next day, I could not find my brother. He wrote to me, he said, Dear sister, you are like a wild daisies. In a wild daisies open fear. No matter how much wind blows, you sway. No matter how much dust set on it, you sway, you don't complain. No one even looking at you, but you will only attend by the God. So I want to let you know that have my share of life. Stay strong. Don't let anybody telling you that you're no good because you're my beautiful sister. And I know something's not right, Michael. So I was looking for my brother. I said, where are you? I couldn't find him. Then I remember he said, wild daisies. So I went up to fear. The open fear. There's vast wild daisies. The acres of wild daisies. And I went there and I was looking for, and I calling out his name. I couldn't find it. So anyhow looking. Then I found that he was lying there. I thought he was sleeping. I said, brother, wake up, wake up. And he never wake up. And he was dead. That's why he called me wild daisies. That's right, Michael. I am the wild daisies. Today I have my few favorite flowers, so wild daisies, moonflowers, stargazer, and rose. Yes.
Woohoo. So, this wild daisy, thank you for sharing. At 23, your grandfather took this wild daisy to America, to Vermont, didn't he?
23, because after my brother died, whole village is saying it, you cannot stay here. Because in my culture, the single man, all women, before they get married, when they commit suicide, they truly consider that the whole Kim's family being wiped. So they kick us out. And so my grandfather arranged, so we come to America. So myself and my family, we can, I say 300, maybe less, I don't know. So we can stay in a Vermont. Yes, that's where we immigrant. Yes.
And you were so strong. I love how you said you started working at Howard Johnson's in pumping gas. But now, instead of getting beaten for cleaning toilets, how did you feel?
Michael, excuse me.
No worries.
Every time I talk to my brother. So here, Michael, I don't know how to speak English. I don't know how to drive. Everything's new. America. Wow. We are in America. But we don't know anybody. So we got the trailer. And I need to find a job. But I don't know what to do it. So I know how to clean it. So that's right. I got a job, Howard Johnson, janitorial work, and clean the toilet, clean the kitchens, clean the motels. And you know what? I was so excited. My first job. I don't care clean the toilet. I don't care what. Yeah, I am so excited. And every time when I clean the toilet, Michael, you know what I say? I am not cleaning the toilet. I'm cleaning the people calling me the shame and the curse and bad luck of those things. I say everybody they telling me I'm gonna clean all my dirt, all my anxiety. I'm gonna be cleaning that away. And when after I clean, I feel so good. And when I look at it, my work after I done, that's what I say. This is what I'm gonna do. But never was easy, Michael. Because there's a bar is next to, so that the men's when they get drunk, when I'm cleaning the toilet, they come in. The three men come in. I think I have long hairs, very smart. Probably they thinking I'm a helpless Asian girl. I don't know what they think, but they tried forcing me. They tried to rape me. You know what, Michael? Thank God I know how to do it. I'm taking care of them. I make a chop suey out of them. And yes. And actually, those are same people, a couple of weeks later, they're waiting to road because I have to walk to go home and try to attack me again. And I taking care of him then again. After that, they never approach me. So I said, thank you, God. Thank you, Lord. Believe me that every breath I'm taking in is not only I am struggling to my emotionally, my physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, they constantly, continuously try to really take me down, tear me down. They're terrorizing me. But I stand tall and I stand my ground. You know what else happened, Michael? But even so, after I did it work, my first paycheck, I was through. I was so excited. First thing I want to do, I want to introduce my mother, father.
Mhm.
I want to show them, see, that you think that I'm a curse and bad luck. See, I made money in the USA, America, and I can bring you American restaurant. So I brought my family the Howard Johnson restaurant because I didn't know any other place to
Yeah.
go, right? So I come to Howard Johnson restaurant and I'm waiting. They don't sit me. People come behind me. They've been going and sitting, but they don't sit me. Oh, I said, maybe they will do that later. I said, okay, well, I'm here. I'm still don't know how to speaking much. I mean, I'm still have a broken English, but I was like, I'm here. They look at me. Look at these people that I know when I'm working. They didn't sit me. Michael, they never sit me. So I never have a chance to really show my mother, father, introduce that my first paycheck that we can introduce American food. And you can imagine what my mother, father thought about me. They were so not happy with not only with me, of course, all surrounding, but this complete disaster, my plan. That was my experience on Howard Johnson, Michael. Yes.
All of these experiences somehow, we'll say by the grace of God, made you stronger. Because I believe it's about a year later, you're out of school, and every single day you came and waited outside of the administrator's door for an hour or two a day until you will be seen.
Michael, my country, when you go to school, you do not mix a girl and a boy. The girls maybe south and boys even maybe in the west. When I came here, I go to work at janitorial work in the midnight and through the morning. Then, and I really want to meet the people I want to learn. But I noticed that, and all the students are going, and I said, wow, I got to go there. I have to teach. And I know that I can really let them know that I can teach. So I went to school every morning. I follow the students. Nobody know. And I have my dictionary and Korean to English and my notepad. And I went to school. Nobody talking to me. They point a finger at me. I don't know idea what they're talking about. To me, really doesn't matter. I think that's really important. The people, when you have very precisely goal, you should not let anybody really take your wing away. Don't let anybody clip. So I have a one focused mind that I want to go to that school, I want to teach. So I go every day and I sit in the hallway. That was a teacher's office. And I call future memory. And I practice, pretend somebody gonna ask me, what do you want? Then I say, I would like to teach. So I have my answer with the dictionary. Don't speak English. Yes, but you don't speak Korean. Just saying it. And then it say, no, we can, whatever I visualizing, whatever pretend that they're going to really talk to me. And I find that answer and I say, someday that door will be open. Believe it or not, month later, and somebody door open. They're not looking me, like some kind of a dirt and anything. Say, what do you want? I can help you? They say, I would like to teach. They say, excuse me, I would like to teach. What do you can teach? Martial art. Martial art? No, we don't want our children to learn to break the kneecap, break the pencil. No martial art. You see, you got to remember, Michael, at that time, Bruce Lee, I don't know how many people know, is a very famous, go, wah! They go, wah! So, no, but I say, no, martial art is not about all breaking the self-defense. It is learning about who you can be, how to break through the habit, and how the negative energy replaced with the positive. Martial art teach you with the strength and a humbleness and a beauty. And I kind of go on. Okay, well, we don't know. Why don't you come back 1 week later? I said, okay, thank you. And I said, thank God. So when I went to 1 week later, and they saying same thing. You don't speak English, same thing. And we don't have money. I say, no, I do not want your money. I want a chance, an opportunity. And I can work with the student. Please, give me a chance. And so they did. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I call miracle. So when I was started teaching, Michael, because don't know how to speak in English, I don't have to know. I was saying, do this. I know how to say focus, balance. So that's what I was teaching. I was selected a teacher of the year that year. What do you say? Yeah.
Woo!
Hallelujah. So I have some funny story I have to share there with you. That they having special party for, I guess, honoring me because I was the teacher of the year. Students picked me. And they say, okay, we're going to meet 2 weeks from now. And you coming in a party. Michael, you need to understand. I didn't know what that means. So I looked in a party. And there is like a festival. My country, we don't have a party. We are a poor country. Only things we celebrate and harvest time. Festival. I can never attend it. So I was like, festival, party. My heart beating because it's first time I experienced. I didn't know what am I supposed to do, what. So I said, God, this is my chance. I want to tell them how much I love America. I really want to do many things I want to share, but my language is not there. So I practice. 2 weeks, I look in a mirror, I practice. If they ask me, how did you like America? I want to tell them, fantastic. I love America. I really practice. So 2 weeks came. I didn't know what they're supposed to wear, so I wear my traditional dress.
Wow.
That's the only things I have. And my heart is beating with the nervousness. And when I walking in, everybody said, very nice. Oh, hi, masters. And they come into me. They're all talking to me. I feel like I was a princess. And I feel like I didn't know what to say. It was so amazing. But then, soon after, they all disappeared. Nobody around me. They're all talking to themselves. And I noticed I was still standing in the doorway. Michael, I really didn't like that one. Entire my life I've been abandoned, but never people was nice to me. So I never have that experience. I only know what did they feel like, just abandoned. Mm-hmm. But this time they're all gathering me. They're smiling at me, very nice. But then they're all despair, abandoned. That's two different things. So Michael, in that moment, I said to myself, anybody come to my life, I will never let them feel like they've been isolated. That was what I got it. So when I was sitting there, it's funny, I'm going to tell the story. And I said, oh, please, somebody asking me, how did I like America? Please asking me, I've been practicing this and, weeks and weeks. So please asking me. So I got very courage. I went sit next to this, looks like a, old man. And I sit, I'm like 23, 24. I guess at that time, maybe everybody looks like older than me. So I sit next to this person. And he didn't say anything. So I chanting inside. I'm praying. Please ask me. Please ask me. How did I like America? Please ask me. Then he asking me, so, Master, how did you like America?
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready? I'm not going to say it. I don't know. I can say it. It starts the letter of F. Because I heard all the students talking the whole way. They're laughing and talking. They use this language. After you, after you. So you got that what I'm talking about? So then when I pumped the gas, all the people talking, after you, after you. So in my mind, I thought they were saying it fantastic, or awesome, or beautiful. That's what I thought. So as soon as he asking me, so how did you like America? I immediately, no hesitation, because it's my chance. I said, after you, I love America. He said, oh, and he looks like, I don't know, his face is turning in a blue and a gold. I said, what did I do? I had no idea what I done. So I asked that my friend teacher, he asked me how like American. I said, after you. He said, oh no, you can't say that. I said, what's wrong? What is it? Because that's no good, she said. You know what? All the students use that expression, students all the time. I said, no, no good. So Michael, to utter ignorance, I made a huge mistake. So I don't call this mistake, because really, see, many people say you cannot make a mistake. You know what? I say make a fantastic mistake. Who said we're not supposed to make a mistake? That's what I learned, how ignorance, it can really get you. And that's what my first experience in teaching in a high school. Yes, Michael.
Wow. Thank you for sharing. From there, you opened up a studio. I understand in your garage, you had you still have a very powerful motto.
He can do it. She can do it. Why not me? Yes.
Woohoo!
Then I couldn't afford this school, so I was teaching in a garage. This time we moved to an apartment in a garage, and I have about few students. I was teaching, and I shout, he can do, she can do, why not me? Before I say that, I have to really share that with you, Michael. Where did that come from? The origin, he can do, she can do, why not me? When I was reading in the Bible, in Matthew chapter 14, when Jesus walking on water, at that time everything is dark and a night, and all the disciples there was in a boat, and then they saw someone walk on the water. They say, who are you? Are you a ghost? And the amazing thing is that Jesus answered. He didn't say, this is I. He didn't say that. Usually when it's a who are you, you respond, oh, this is Mike, or this is Tae Yun, this is Julie. That's how we answer. But, when I was reading the Bible, he say, take courage. Wow, take courage. Then his answer, next one, it is I. Then next he say, don't be afraid. That's 3 phrases. Take courage. Wow, that must be very powerful, important one. I must have a courage. So that's what I got it. Then I say, if I was there with all those disciples and at that time, you see, when Jesus walked on water, it doesn't impress me, Mike. You know why? He's the Son of a God. Why shouldn't he not walk on the water? Well, God created all. Why shouldn't he not flying in a planet? So it doesn't really impress me. But then if I say, well, then let me walk on the water. Moment my mind, I was thinking that the Peter was saying, okay, then let me walk on the water, right? I say, right on. So then Jesus say one word, come. When Peter walked on the water, he can walk on water. I was so excited. Then at the moment, a few steps, wind started blowing and he started plunging into water and drowning. Mike, to me, that wind is not about the wind we're talking about. All the life challenge, all the life, the difficulty. That's what I saw. So when we got a challenge come our way, our faith, who believe in who we can be, we start to shaking, we start to questioning. And I said to myself, oh, that's right. The Lord saying it, take a courage. And I said, that's what I'm going to do. And then he said, it is I. No matter what, the Lord Jesus will be there all the time. That's what I got from that. He can do it. Peter did it. And she can do that. Come from the Luke 7. And from the Magdalene, Mary Magdalene, she did it. That Jesus having a dinner one night with all the Palestine. This woman not supposed to be in it, just like my culture. It didn't matter to her. She have so much courage. She only have a hunger for starving for. She need to meet the Jesus. So she dashing in, then she cried. She weep and then dry with the tears with her hairs. And everybody in it said, don't you know who she is? And Jesus say, look, she came to hear. And her courage so touched me deeply. That's what I say. He can do, she can do, why not me? That's what I was shouting to in the garage. He can do, she can do, why not me? The students are saying it. Excuse me? You say, he can do, she can do, why not me? How come you don't even have a school? It really hit me. Wow. Now I see, if I want to let everyone to hear me, I need to really show something. That's what I say, okay, I'm going to make it happen. So that's why my direction with everything's really balanced. Really I don't want to say it greedy, but it is a good home, financially, good a healthy life, all those things. And I can have that one. Yes.
Woohoo!
Yahoo! Yes.
Real briefly, a few things you did is, first off, not too long later, you led the first ever women's Taekwondo team to the pre-World Games in Seoul, Korea, to a gold medal.
Yes, I did. Hallelujah. So, then as the time passed and I've started teaching it, and we go to everywhere and teaching it, and when we go to tournament, there is always a woman. It doesn't matter how tall you are, how small you are, what the rank you are. They're all just put one package together. They're never really acknowledging in a different division, like a lightweight division, middleweight division, never acknowledge. They just put them together. I said, this cannot happen. So I fought. Then they having, it's called pre-world game. That it is like a pre-world game. It is a whole like a international game, like a world game. that once you do that, and men's go to we can try to get into Olympic. My future memory, I'm already set for. I want a woman to go to Olympics too. So that's right, and I create that. So many people, you can do that. It doesn't matter, because I know that I'm the only one here. This is my mission, my responsibility. Door open to the women. So, make a long story short, I did it that. I created that. We went to Korea, South Korea. At that time, that was the military was army, guns everywhere. But we went there. Make a long story short, we got a gold medal, silver medal, bronze medal. We win everything, and today it is all set for all the women to do it. Yes.
Woohoo!
Woo-hoo! Yes.
I love how you use the term future memory, something you talk about with visualization in the book. How did you become a CEO as well?
Mike, that is again, my mother, my father, even now, they did not stop. They're continuously criticizing me, knock me down, and telling me, "You not give me grandson." In other words, don't you getting married? I said no, and they just continuously harassing me. So I say, okay, you find me a husband, I will marry. I said, okay, I will marry, but one condition: I am not going to marry Korean men. So they did. My another grandfather was represented a Korean government in the foreign affair, and he was in headquarters of the New York in the city. So he find me the matchmaking, the man, and I was married. And it was my life was a disaster. And I was pregnant, and I lost the baby, and I almost near death because my baby was dead in my body. I was 6 months pregnant, and I was 3 months. The baby that I was carrying. So you can imagine. So they told that my family, they're not so sure that I'm going to come through the life. That's what happened. So just make a long story short, it's so much. Every day was pain. Every day was suffering. So I said to myself, and I can't do this anymore. I just can't do, Father. I'm telling you, God, I can't do it. So I took my Bible and I went to mountain. And only I can just wish it that I just want to go to Him. So 2 weeks I fast, not eating or barely having any water. And I cried. About almost like 2 weeks. And the Lord come to me telling me, you're my loving daughter. I will giving you direction. Isaiah 60. Rise and shine, for your light has come. Glory of the Lord rise upon you. See darkness that cover the earth. Thick darkness that over the people. But the Lord rise upon you. You know that Isaiah 60. But Mike, you need to understand, I was only familiar New Testament. And I wasn't familiar Old Testament. So then He took me to the highest mountain. Then He showed me all the people go walking, moving around, getting around. And you see this technology. This is what you need to do it. Mike, you kidding me? I said, oh, I'm hallucinating. I did not believe that the Lord God has spoken to me. Oh, I'm hallucinating. Why will Lord God come to me, show me technology? So none whatsoever. I did not believe anything.
Yep.
Did not believe in nothing. Well, I didn't die. So, and I came back down. I was carrying on in my life. One thing I do, Mike, every day I talk to God. You got to understand, I don't use the term prayer. Reason that when I see them, when I go to churches, whatever, praying, all the time people telling the God, give me this, give me this, give me this, bless me this, give me this. They never listening to me, him. So I feel like, you know what? That is not fair. So I want to say, I talk to him, then I want to listen what he have to telling me, right? So I become a little more mature. So this is what I do every day. But that was in a mountain, was the month of August. And the October, 2 months later, that happened, same thing, Mike. Just like I'm talking to you, it's so crystal clearly. Like, Mike, you wore blue shirt. So crystal clearly. I said, oh my Lord, that was not hallucinating. That was real, happened to me. And I got, oh Lord, yes. Yes, I will do this. So that's right. And I approached one of my students, which he's Scott Sorton. He's a president in my high-tech company. He was engineers in the IBM. But you have to understand, maybe you're too young to know, that time, the only things I know, the technology that Charlie Chaplin, for single roles, they're advertising about the IBM. IBM. The reason that he was so funny, kind of he working funny. That's right. I remember only things I know technology about that name, IBM. So I approaching him, but also the Scott was working in IBM. I said, oh, these are chance. And he said, you master, you supposed to teach in a martial art. You don't know anything about technology. He won't pay attention to me. It didn't matter to me, Mike, because God came to me twice. And I'm not going to let anybody take that away. I say, again, I got to open up the computer company. You got to help me out. I got to open up a computer company. Month later, he said, you know what? I don't like it working in IBM anyhow because I never know what I'm making of it. I never see the end result. He said, so what do you want me to do? How do you want to start? Well, now I got engineers ready to go, but I didn't know where to start. So I asked God, I have no idea what am I supposed to do. So when I'm teaching in a martial art, see, we teach the hand, like an open hand we call sword. Then we can type fist, we call lock. We have to really certain way hand position. So when I was teaching students, I noticed that the calluses here circle. Then one person and next person, 15 years old, 14 years old, they're all like that. So I said, how come your hands are like this way? Oh, they told me, oh, because we play the game. I said, what kind of game? He said, oh, it's called video. Mike, you need to know that I never knew what that mean. What the video? I said, could I see that? He said, oh, yes, so ma'am, you can see that. So I went, they go video play like this, like a joystick, circle around.
Yeah.
That's right. They got their hand, it was calluses. They played the video so much. So, I said to myself, God want me to making a video game out of a Bible. So I got
cool.
that idea. So that's right. I sold the home and we put all the money, furniture, everything. So I'm sitting down. It's a newspaper, Wall Street Journal, and that's right. And we started a video game out of that. And I played music because we don't know how to do it. And I played music because I can play music. I play, guitars, and I play a little bit. This is self-taught. Everything I did it because I love the music. So we did it that one. And then it came up beautifully. Samson, Delilah, like Delilah tried to cut the Samson's hairs, like a Pac-Man. Long ago, there's a game called Pac-Man, the style Pac-Man. And then Moses, like a Ten Commandment. So that's
cool.
where we created, video. But you know what, Mike? After all done, I didn't know what to do again. I don't know how the marketing is selling it. So I said, oh my God, what am I supposed to do this? Then I asked God. Then I remember that Scott Sultan, he's a Jewish. He never believed that Jesus. He personally, and every time I told him Jesus, he said, please, man, don't talk about that. I do not believe in him. He used to be like that. So anyhow, maybe that the Jewish church, they might be really liking the sense of the Moses. They love Moses. So I said, why don't you go to them and show them? So they did. And they loved it. Guess what? Scott, Thomas, Michael, that was the three of them and myself. They are UVM, University of Vermont student. Yeah. They never sold anything. They got so excited. They're loving it. They give all the source course. Then they never ask for money. They walk away. So that this time we are penniless. Wow. I have to go to grocery store begging for give me the beef bone, free beef bone, so I can marinate that. I can make a soup out of it. And I go to open field. I pick some called some kind of mushrooms and the wheat, mugwort, those kinds I put, and I'm making soup. That's how we were eating. So that first project we lost like that way. Then I said, my goal was that if we gotta pay, all you can eat. Go to restaurant so we can eat something. That was the goal. But we never got pay. So I said to myself, Mike, this is not good. It's technology Vermont is not working because a lot of people maple syrups, the American cows, I said to them, there must be somewhere that people much more recognize, understanding technology. Where is there? We need to go there. They said, yes, there is the place. Well, what is that place? That is called Silicon Valley. What's that? I never heard about it. So, it's in California. Then we need to go to California. They said, no, ma'am, you don't want to go there. I said, why not? Because they're going to go to under ocean very soon. Yes, that's what the first experience. That's right. I started my technology company. Yes, Mike.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Yes.
You have been successful in so many areas. You've been recognized. You were recognized, if I understand right, by the leader of Korea.
Yes, I am today hope of the country. When year 2000, country was fire bankruptcy. IMF, that was so bad. And then it's NBC, one of the largest TV station producer came to me. You need to come back. You need to encourage the people. People was committing suicide. People dying in the left and right. People are struggling. You make through this. You need to share your voice. And I said, no, I'm sorry, I cannot go because I wasn't so comfortable, going back to my country because I don't have any beautiful memory there. And I said, I'm sorry, I cannot go there. But they came back. So we did it. Lunar New Year's special feature. You believe in that? That's amazing. That's how Lord God glorified through me about His truly living God. Yes, so today I am a hope of the country. I'm sitting under between the North Korea, South Korea, try to bring back together unification. I'm in the senior position. Yes, pretty much in all the library, they have my books, my story. I am a symbol of a living legend. Yes, Mike. Yoo-hoo!
Woohoo!
Yes.
So I want everybody to go out and get your book. I've got a few last questions, but where can people go to find 7 Steps to Inner Power?
Any bookstore, but you can go to Amazon.com
Mhm.
and you can go to Barnes Noble. It's just everywhere there. And, you can go to TAYKIN, TaeYunKim.com. Yes.
So
You
for
can go anywhere. You can get the book. Yes.
so for people who didn't catch that, they can go to TAEYUNKIM.com,
Yes. You can go.
TaeYunKim.com.
Yes. Also Amazon, .com, and you can go to Barnes Noble bookstore. Yes.
Fantastic. And if you didn't catch TaeYunKim.com, come on over to Inspire Nation Show. We'll get you over to TaeYunKim.com. What one homework assignment would you give people today to step into their lives?
The homework is that I think it is very important. So many people, they really don't like themselves. They're criticizing themselves. They're really manipulating themselves. They're hostaging themselves. I mean, I really want to tell them, learn to love who you are. You are one of a kind. Just think about it. Mike, no one can eat for you. No one can sleep for you. No one can go bathroom for you. Go do wee wee. No one can set for you. So that's what you are, one of a kind. The homework it is when you wake up that you believe in God or not. I want to say those who believe in it, make it close to more to the Lord God. Those who doesn't believe, check it out. You living your life your way. Try my way. What do you got to lose? You don't like it, you can always go back to your way. The homework it is that I really want to really find the moment to yourself. So we are too busy. You wake up, you hustling, bustling, grab the coffee. You're not thinking. You're not pause in yourself. And I want to take a deep breathe. Acknowledge yourself. You are the living life, not as a living death. What I mean living death, don't just kind of exist. And really either meditate it or pray, the giving yourself a permission that you are so unique. You see this, Mike? That's a thumbprint.
Yeah.
No one have your thumbprint. Only you the one have that. No mom, and no your dad, and no your lover, your husband, wife. No one have that. What does that mean? This is God is giving to us our life license. And I said, this thumbprint is my passport visa to the heaven connection. So my idea was going to say, every time you really don't know who you are, take a look at this one. No one have this thumbprint. No one have a copy of your life. So whatever you do, it is your choice. Become a driver in your life. Rejoice in the lesson of the pain and hurt. It gives you strength. It gives you freedom. Mike, what I say every day, today I am a bride. I am married to the life. Today, my birthday. Because my family never celebrate my birthday because it's a curse. Why they want to celebrate? So I celebrate myself every day in my heart. I'm not talking about happy birthday. I'm not talking about in my heart. I celebrate my joy. Today, I say to myself, today is my last day for ready to go to see the Lord God. You mean to death. So what I'm trying to say is that many people think that, oh yeah, well, I'm going to have another 100 years. Mike, that's not true. Look around. Watch the news. So many people unexpectedly be hit by, killed by drunken driver, killed by so many ugly things are happening. I was thinking about another day. That woman, the ladies from the New York to Texas on the way, the engine blown up. And then she was a young lady, healthy. And whoever thought in the playing the window in a smash and she was sucking into it the force. I could imagine that moment what she went through. And I truly feel like she was living that moment. I'm sure she was fighting for life. So my homework is really, I want to tell, get to know who you are, loving who you are. Don't give up power to other people. They are not your God. We giving too much power to other people's opinions. You are one of a kind. So find a woman, give yourself a hug, and really excited about meeting the people. And if they're not nice to you, that's okay. You just say, oh, thank you very much. Say to yourself, I'm not going to be mean person like that. You got to be their mirror to you, saying that, oh, that is not good feeling what I'm having now. And you don't want to give those kind of feeling to other people like that way. So their homework is that acknowledge it. I have this question, Mike. If this person have a sickening disease, and he could not move, and the body all twisted, and the really disease, he cannot fix it. He said, I have $1 billion money. So many people chasing the money or happiness. They think money is all the answer. That's incorrect. That is not truth. Money doesn't buy you. You cannot buy your happiness in your life in Amazon.com. That cannot happen. So I just really want to say how unique, special you are. So you have to learn accepting who you can be, who you want to be. That is only yours with the gods. The God is really partner, bring to you, it is I. And don't be afraid that my homework is that you can make it happen. So I'm not saying it, jump out of it, just a bigger thing first. Start to practice the small things. Experience the triumphs, experience the excitement. That's what I really want to say. Know that, celebrate every living breath as if this is your last breath. Yes.
Woohoo!
Woo-hoo!
What would you tell parents to help their kids today?
I really want to tell the parents, please give your ears, listen, look in their eyes. We are so busy. Everybody thinking that I am so busy. Okay, here's a toy. Okay, you can play with the video game, or you can do the iPhone. Please don't do that. I think there are more hunger for your love, your attention. If you're busy, you don't have to spend hours. I'm just saying, even that moment, let them know they're looking in their eyes, gaze your eyes to them, hold them, tell them you love them, how much you love them. Tell them it's okay you make a mistake. Tell them it's okay you don't do that kids doing in the school. You don't have to be the eagle. You can be the dolphin. Tell them you don't have to be dolphin. You can be the tiger. So I want to really tell them how unique, individual, special they are. Yes, that's what I really want to tell parents. Get to know your children. Let them get to know you. Yes.
Woohoo!
Yes.
What personally brings you? What brings you the greatest happiness, or what I call the woohoo factor?
My greatest happiness, Mike, when I bring one person to love God. You cannot replace with that. So when I do my book tours, book signing, I always, it doesn't matter you believe or not, and this is me, so I'm going to praying it. I'm going to put on my energy into you, and I hold it their hand. When I do that, sometimes these people crying it. They're crying, oh my God, I sense you, I'm feeling you. I say, I don't know what. Usually I don't walking in a bookstore and here I'm meeting you. My greatest joy That better than had the lottery ticket. Believe me, that is the joy. And I say, oh my God, heaven is celebrating. That is my greatest joy. Why? Mike, I have experienced near death few times. Believe me, it doesn't matter. Or Jeff, an Amazon.com CEO, or Bill Gates, whatever money they have, they never want to take them with them. Only take them with them. It is what they did it in this world. You know what I mean? I really want to let them know whatever they think they're trapped, they are not trapped. And even they don't believe in God, God believes in them. And He's a truly living God, not in a picture on a wall, not in just everything God. I mean, He's a truly, truly, He's a living God. That's what I really, my greatest joy is when I bring to the one person to the God. That's my joy, yes.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Yes.
Before we do a brief prayer or meditation, any last words of wisdom you want to share with people today?
Yes, I do like to pray, but before I do, just remember, life you have is not belong to you. I want to say, I know it doesn't make sense. Each one of us, regardless of who you are, what environment, you have a reason God brought you here. You have a purpose. Please know that reason and purpose. What is that? Please ask Him. I promise you, you're going to have that answer. But just find that moment. Then I really want to say, God love you and I love you. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, all of you. Just remember, be an original. Don't be a copy. Remember, thumb, and celebrate every living breath as this last breath. This is your life. So I like to pray. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. The kingdom come, the will be done on earth as in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive our trespasses, as we forgive those trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever, ever. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Just remember that Genesis, breath of life, God create all of us a breath of life. And our God is all of us authority. So you are the free agent, you are the co-creator. You have a power in you. I can wait to you to uncover. You know, like history saying it, 1492, Columbus discovered Earth is round. That's wrong. He did not discover, he uncovered Earth is round. That means please uncover your potential, your strength. This is your life. I love you. I love you, Mike. I love you all. Woo-hoo! He can do, she can do. Why not me? Break through the awesome. Yes, Mike.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Dr. Kim. This has been truly, truly awesome, awesome, awesome. I've had tears, I've had butterflies in my belly. This has been so, so incredibly special and so, so inspiring.
May God bless you, Mike. Many, many bring to the lost soul. Many, many bring to the people who are stumbling. Mike, you bring them and give them to strength. And I want to thank you for this amazing and God's work. Truly, truly, humbly, I want to thank you having this amazing time. Give me a freedom to express. Thank you, Mike.
You are most welcome. So to crank it up for the finish, for everyone out there, this is Michael Sandler saying, be well, have fun, get 7 steps to inner power, and begin breaking through to awesome today, and shine bright. Woohoo! Thank you, Dr. Kim.
Oh, my deepest pleasure. Thank you. Thank you, Mike.
Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like below. Also, leave your comments. Have some real fun with it. Subscribe to our channel where you're going to get more great videos, more interviews coming up. And check out our website, inspirenationshow.com. That's where you'll find tips, blogs, information, videos you won't find anywhere else, and useful and helpful resources to really help you kickstart your life and to shine bright. Thanks so much again. Thank you for your support. Like, comment, subscribe. See the website. Thanks so much and have fun. Of course, shine bright. Woohoo!